Hi there, I'm Tatiana Mejia. I'm passionate about cooking and traveling. I found the perfect way to blend both passions by creating the very first gastronomic tourism agency in Latin America. Welcome to Bites and Sights, where we explore the world through its flavors, traditions, and local communities. Let's dive into the heart of gastronomic tourism, a delicious way to experience culture, connect with people, and truly get a taste of a place. Did you know that over 60% of today's most popular superfoods actually come from the Peruvian Andes? Quinoa, kiwicha, maca, purple corn, camu camu, the list goes on, and it's pretty impressive. But these ingredients are more than just trendy. They hold stories of indigenous communities, ancient farming rituals, and family kitchens that have stood strong for generations. Today, we are diving into Peru, not just as the land of superfoods, but as a powerful example of culinary fusion. It's a place where ancestral ingredients haven't been left behind. They've been reinvented through some of the most creative food combinations of the planet. Peruvian cuisine is deeply rooted yet always evolving. It blends indigenous traditions with African, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, even Italian influence. The result? A cuisine that's bold enough to mix but never forget where it comes from. Each dish is a celebration of biodiversity, cultural fusion, and resilience. And today's episode has another layer. I'm excited to share food as medicine. We'll talk about maca and its powerful role in supporting women through menopause, a subject still surrounded by taboos. But through ancestral wisdom, we have natural, accessible, and deeply effective answers for centuries. Because yes, gastronomic travel can also be a path to healing, learning, and reconnecting with our bodies, one bite at a time. So, if you ever wonder why Peru keeps showing up on lists of top foodie destinations or what really behind the superfoods of these ancient ingredients, stay with me. Let's look at food not just our taste buds, but with our hearts and our conscience. Talking about Peru always feels like talking about flavor and wisdom. It's one of the places where food doesn't just steal you up. It makes you think. You grew with this? Why do it taste like this? Where do these intense flavor combos even come from? Yes, Peru, it's all about fusion. But here's what most people don't realize. The fusion goes way back, even before colonization. Long before Europeans arrived, Andean and Amazonian culture were already sharing ingredients and culinary knowledge. Later a wave of African, Chinese, Japanese, and European influence layer on the top of that, shaping what we now call Peruvian cuisine. But what's never changed? The ingredients. Those ancient superfoods we now see everywhere were part of daily life in Peru for thousands of years. Let's talk about some of them, starting with one that's been really close to my heart, Andean maca. Maca is a natural adaptogen with which basically means it helps the body handle stress, both physical and emotional. In the central Andes, people have used it for generations as an energy booster and hormone balancer, especially for women going through peri and menopause. And yes, If you're in one of those stages, you might be wondering, okay, but how does this really help? Well, maca has been known to ease hot flushes, support better sleep, improve memory, and even help with mild depression. Isn't it amazing? For women who can't take hormone replacement therapy, maca is a natural alternative that's been around long before modern medicine. Just be sure to chat with your doctor about what's right for you. Combine it with a good diet and movement, and you might be surprised by how much it can help. Oh, and guys, maca isn't just for women. Let's just say it has a nickname in the Andes, nature's Viagra. Now let's talk about quinoa. Fun fact, it's not technically a cereal. It's a pseudo cereal, but it contains all essential amino acids. The Incas call it the mother grain. Today, it's perfect for gluten-free diets and for even more looking for a complement plant-based protein. I love cooking it so many ways. Salads, soups, veggie, burgers, even desserts. There's one I love with chocolate and a pinch of sea salt on top. So good. In Cusco, I once had a quinoa mazamorra with cinnamon cloves and chancaca, a sweet Peruvian syrup. It was unforgettable. Then there's the purple corn, used to make chicha morada, one of my favorite drinks. It's not just refreshing, it's loaded with antioxidants that, thanks to its deep purple color, that pigment anthocyane is the same that you can find in blueberries, but in much higher concentrations. It's truly a gift from the Andes. And last but not least, we have kiwicha. You might have heard it called amaranth. It's an ancient crop still growth across Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, and southern Argentina, especially in high altitudes areas. It packs around 90 grams of protein per 100 grams, and it's been around for over 4,000 years. Used by both the Incas and Aztecs, it's amazing, versatile pseudo cereal. You can try it in chaufa rice, porridge, or pancakes. Trust me, you'll love it. Oh, quick potato fact. Peru has over 3,000 registered potato varieties. Yep, 3,000. Some grow at altitudes over 13,000 feet in extreme conditions where nothing else survives. That says a lot about resilience, but of the land and the people. During one of my trips to the Sacred Valley, I met Doña Maruja, a farmer who grows native potatoes on restored Inca terrace. She taught me to tell them apart by texture, skin color, yeah. Even the sound they make when boiling, it's amazing. That's living knowledge, she said. Every potato has its own story and its own moment. I'll never look at a potato at the same time, once again. Now, let's take a pause to talk about something that really matters: food as cultural resistance. What we now call fusion cuisine in Peru isn't just about mixing things. It's about adapting without erasing roots. When Chinese immigrants came to Peru, they couldn't find their usual ingredients, so they worked with what they had, like ají amarillo, onions, and cilantro, coriander. And just like that, Chifa cuisine was born. Today is one of Peru's culinary pillars. Same goes for Nikkei cuisine, born from Japanese, Peruvian exchange. You can now find things like Andean throat, sashimi with leche de tigre, tamarind, and ginger. It's a perfect blend. Japanese precision with deep Peruvian flavor. So yes, fusion is beautiful, but it's also survival, it's resistance, and it's identity. If you ever travel to Peru, which I hope you do, don't just stick to the fancy restaurants. Head to the local markets like San Pedro in Cusco or Surquillo in Lima. Talk to the vendors, ask questions, try recipes that won't show up on tourist menus. And if you can join a community cooking experience, many local communities invite travelers into their homes to cook a pachamanca, an underground oven where meat, potatoes, corn, and beans are cooked under hot stones. It's not just a meal, it's a ritual with music, stories, chicha, and soul. What's a dig deeper? I recommend the book Sabores del Perú by Marisa Guilfo. It's more than just recipes. It's a journey through Peru's ingredients, regions, and values. Also check out Virgilio, a book about Chef Virgilio Martinez, written by Mitsahuri Samura. It explores his ecosystems-based approach to cuisine, and it's fantastic. And of course, music. There's a track I always play when I cook Peruvian food, Balila from Cusco. It sounds like open fields and plugged earth. I also love reading while listening to Chabuca Granda. Her voice reminds me that traditions can be poetic too. So, when you travel to Peru, don't just eat. Ask, connect, and listen. Every dish has a story, and sometimes a single conversation can change the way you taste. And please, but buy from local producers when you can. And all over Peru, there are small farmer markets and traveling markets where producers sell directly, no middlemen. It's a beautiful, sustainable way to travel responsible, and it's aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. In the end, food tourism isn't just about flavors, it's about respect, learning, and awareness. Peru teaches us that cuisine can be a bridge across generations, a form of resistance, and a deep act of love for the land. So yes, Peru is superfoods, fusion, and tradition, but it's also a mirror. It makes us ask, how am I eating? Whose stories am I tasting? How I can travel more consciously, staring from my plate? Today we explore just a small piece of Peru's rich culinary world. We saw how this country has done something remarkable, sharing its cuisine globally while staying true to its roots. We talk about maca, its ancestral power, and how it can support women through hormonal transitions. We talk about quinoa, purple corn, potatoes, kiwicha, and how these ingredients nourish not just the body, but the spirit too. We also unpack how fusion in Peru isn't a fad, it's a legacy, a living history of cultural encounters and resilience. Most importantly, we remember that behind every superfood, there is a person, a community, a landscape, and a way of life that deserves our respect and protection. If this episode inspired you, don't let it end here. Take action. Find Peruvian ingredients in your local store. Look into where they come from. Cook recipes share a story. And if you ever visit Peru, travel with intention. Eat local. Ask questions. Meet the people who keep these traditions alive. I love to hear from you too. Have you tried any of these ingredients? Want to learn more about a specific country or culinary tradition? Let's connect. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Haz tu Viaje Gourmet, or you can visit my website for more resources, upcoming food tours, and stories from the road. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next one. And if you think this content might inspire another foodie or conscious traveler, go ahead, share it, leave a comment, spread the flavor. Remember, every trip, every bite is a chance to connect more deeply with the world around you. So wherever you are, keep exploring, keep tasting, keep discovering, because in the end, the best way to truly know a place is to eat it. Catch you on the next episode. Until then, keep traveling with an open heart and an open and even a more open palate. See you soon.